Hi, this is Helen from HypnoFeed. How are you today? I'm here to talk to you about that emotion of fear and why it actually is a good emotion to listen to and also a good emotion to have. So first of all, let's talk about our outer senses. Our outer senses, we've got 5 outer senses, and we're fine in terms of listening to them because it's our sense of smell, hearing, tasting, seeing, smelling. They're our 5 outer senses, and we take notice of them because they're very helpful. But then what we tend to do as humans is actually ignore our inner senses, and our inner senses are our emotions. Our emotions are always trying to tell us something. There's a very, very important message that we need to listen to. So what happens quite often is that we ignore our emotions because we don't like the way they feel. So what we tend to do is just keep them under the surface, and sooner or later they just bubble up and we're out of control. So it's a good idea to actually listen to what your inner senses are telling you, because they have something very important to say to you. So let's take fear as an example, because that's what we're talking about here today. So fear is basically letting you know that wow, you're about to step outside your comfort zone, and so you're growing as a person. Of course, fear has many, many different purposes, but just look at that one for a start. So imagine if we felt no fear. What would happen is that we would stay in our little bubble and stay in our comfort zone, and what would happen is that we would never grow as people. It's very important and vitally important that we do grow, so we must experience and feel this emotion of fear and try new things and try new experiences and meet new people and do all the things that we keep putting off. So it's a wonderful emotion to have, because it's like, yes, I'm stepping outside my comfort zone, I'm doing something different, and I am growing as a person. And so for the first time, you know, when you do something new, it's really good to have that fear, because then you're actually going outside your comfort zone and you are growing as a person. So it's a good emotion to have. I mean, if we felt that sense of fear every single day, it means that we're actually doing something new, which is great for our well-being. Now, of course, there's another purpose to fear, which is to protect ourselves. And so if there's some sort of imminent danger, you know, our body and our mind goes into a state, an automatic response state, where, you know, our blood rushes to our hands and our feet, our digestive system stops working because we're ready for that freeze, flight or fight response. Now that is also useful as well, and it's there for a reason. When it's not useful is when there is no actual danger, we just imagine the danger. But of course our subconscious mind thinks that the danger is real and is actually happening right now, and so we've gone into this freeze, flight or fight response for absolutely no reason at all, and that is not helpful. So when it is helpful though, is when you're doing something new. So go ahead and do new things, meet new people, have new experiences, overcome the fear so that you can grow as a person. Because imagine, you know, if we had that sense of being stuck whenever we were afraid. So fear is supposed to get you alert so that you are prepared for the experience, but it's not supposed to freeze you and stop you from trying new things. So imagine, you know, when we were children and we just learned to walk, if every time we fell down we thought, oh, okay, I'm too afraid to get back up again. So why is it that we do that as adults? We fall down and then we're too afraid to get back up. You know, no matter how many times a child will fall down when they first learn to walk, they will get back up. So, you know, as adults, we need to learn from our children and get back up. Whenever something scares us, go forward and do it anyway. So you've all heard that saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's a wonderful, wonderful book written by Susan Jeffers. Highly recommended. It was life-changing for me when I read it many years ago now, probably about 20 years ago. It really changed my life, and it has wonderful, wonderful stories, examples and strategies in there. So I'll say that book again because I highly recommend it. Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. It is absolutely fabulous, and it's about exactly, you know, the title says it all. It's feel the fear. It's okay to feel that fear, but just do it anyway. Go ahead and do it, because it's the only way to grow. So get yourself out of your bubble. Do things that you don't enjoy. I've heard, you know, many people, they don't like going to exercise class to begin with because they're afraid of the fact that, you know, they might be judged. But really, the only person judging them is themselves. Everyone else is just concerned about their own performance. And so let it go. Let go of the fear and do it anyway. Get to that exercise class. Yes, you know, so what if you're not doing too well and if you're struggling to begin with? You know, we all struggled at the start. And if there's a lapse in time, we keep struggling when we go back. That's okay. It means that you're growing as a person. Get out there and have the conversations that are fearful to have. You know, put out your real point of view, what you really think, what you really believe, your authentic self. And, you know, allow the world to see who you are and stop being fearful about what you say and how you live your life. Make your choices based on who you are. So when our thoughts and our feelings and our actions are all aligned and they're all one, that's when we're happy. When our thoughts, our feelings and our actions are not aligned, when there's something missing in that whole stream of events, that's when sadness and then subsequently depression sets in. It's vital that how we think, how we feel and what we do is all the same, that there is no disconnect there. So you need to be very aware of your thinking, your feeling and your behaving, because that's what's going to give you fulfillment and happiness. So fear is a good emotion. It means you're stepping outside your comfort zone. It means you're doing something different, and it means that you are growing. So don't be afraid of it. Embrace it and just keep moving on. Embrace it and just do it anyway. Okay, all right. So love you heaps. Helen from HypnoFit. I'm so glad that I had the time this morning to actually make this video, because usually I always intend to come on every single day, but by the end of the day I'm actually ready to collapse, and so I can't actually speak to you guys. So really happy to speak to you guys today. I hope that you got something out of that today. And if you ever want to have a chat, perhaps on Facebook or anything like that, just send me a message and I'll be happy to talk to you at any time. You don't have to come in for a consult. I can just talk to you anytime you want. Send me a message and I'm always open to helping anyone, or just, you know, giving another point of view. All right then, see you later. Bye.